What is going on, guys and gals, ladies and laddies? Welcome back to more Shadows over Loathing. In the last one, we got the pocket watch. Actually, the only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you at the exact moment you went to sleep. I did that, though. And I did. I asked Freddy to hold all my stuff, and he said yes. I didn't know Freddy. Fine, you caught me. Hey, kid. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Hey, Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey, if this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. What a jerk. Pissed off little kid. Oh. It's that spooky nerd from the refrigerator factory. Who invited him into your dream? Move past him. Excuse me, I need to get past you. You do not belong here. In my own dream? I think I'm literally the only person in all of existence who does belong here. This dream is only partially yours. This central vicinity is under different ownership. Whose ownership? I should think it's obvious. I have claimed this region of your dream space for myself. And you are who? Accountant General Terrence Poindexter. Decidedly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you do not merit such a gesture. Fine by me, and that hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow. He points the weird device he's holding at his hat. It starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. Do I take you to mean that this hat appears unusual to you in a visual sense? Well, yes. Putting it mildly, it's like an anti-hat. Arches an eyebrow. I must inform the president. You want to talk to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the topic of discussion is you. I see. Indeed, you see far too much, in fact. When next we meet, I will have prepared a remedy for this complication. Steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into the nothingness below. This won't end well for him. Ooh, look. Vibrations of the nether zones. Got a new music book. Whoa. Dude. Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I representate a certain organization as, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss? In my room, personally. No, I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confiscation. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donnie Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this astutition comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. I handle myself well all the time. I'm here to propound for you considerationing a certain proposition. I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly. Though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? Time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucratival arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactly. Okay, sure, why not? An excellent decision, if I may articulate such. So, what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We'll call upon you, telephonically. He gives you a curt nod, then leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Well, alright then. Jazz hands! Oh, manga. I learned jazz hands. Bag of beat. Alright. Take a look. Weird doll. Alright. Hey there, Chrysathan. How'd you sleep? Fine until a mob guy crawled in my bedroom window. Oh yeah, the window is pretty lousy. Anyway, next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better to use. Than that, 2 cars. A bus pass. Stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Swell, thanks. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. It's a postcard and the lighthouse. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. Guess I can't argue that logic. Oh, increased your moxie by 3. Okay, I got a bus pass. So it's just a move that increases my moxie. Hey there, big boy. You're Chrysathan Dovis, right? That's me. Pleased to meet you. I'm Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charmed. So how do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand and to keep an eye on you. Savvy? Whoa. What? Hey now. I put in my 2 weeks notice before I left Poughkeepsie. Fair and square. Huh? No, not that boss, you palooka. The boss. You know. The Bob boss. Oh, that the boss. Sheesh, I can't tell if you got a screw loose or if you're just funning with me. I like to keep people guessing. So, where are you supposed to partner up with me? What, you're supposed to partner up with me? That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? What's a 20-something girl like you doing working for the mob anyway? Hey now, I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls out a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air, catches it with a mad glitter in her eye. Holy jeez, put that away before someone sees it. Cripes, you have to whisper, the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun around in public? So are we teaming up or what? Sure, why not? Welcome to the team. Peachy, you want I should come with you right now or cool my heels at the purple door for a while? No, come with me now. Hey Gabby, mind waiting for me at the purple door? Okay, you have it. If you got it, let's hit the bricks. Alright. Introduce myself. Well, howdy, Chrysathan. I'm Tex. Got all manner of portable musical instruments, perfect for livening up a trip down a dusty old trail or wilding away the evening at a campfire. Those aren't typical use cases for me, but I get your drift. Hey, yep. Anything I can show you? What you got? Ooh, a throwing cymbal and a combat tambourine. I'll put the throwing cymbal. Do I have anything right now that gives me more damage for ranged weapons? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Bus stop, Crystal Dream Lake. We're in Chapter 2, The Spooky Forest. Okay. Excuse me, are you lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you. My name's Chrysathan Dovis. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. You okay? Yeah, I just ain't talked out loud in a while. I get rusty. I see. Lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I ain't mind it, though. I ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you? What does lighthouse keeper actually do? Well, it used to be I had to light the lamp every sundown and then douse it again at sunrise to save on fuel. Used to be? Well, it was an oil lamp. We got a hookup to the electrical grid a couple of years ago, though. So now I just leave it on all the time. About all I have to do now is change the bulb once in a while. Sounds very boring. Nah, I never get bored. Always plenty to do. You must have a bunch of hobbies. Yep, got a book and a whittling knife and plenty of middle distance to stare into. Anyways, I have a more important question. You seen an old compass around? Directions kind or the circles kind? Directions. Yep. Got an old one I picked up at an estate sale about, 20 odd years ago. I reckon I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yep, filled right up to the top. Have a look through the window there and you might see a fish pass by. How'd that even happen? Pump broke. No, I mean, how does a lighthouse just fill up with water? We aren't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need a Glaxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece, if you've a mind to help out. Do some cooking? Yeah. Check the mirror. Bye for saving. War and Peace, huh? That's a hefty one. Mind the bookmark now. Of course. Oh, looks like you just started. Been reading it about 5.5 years. Bookmark is still in chapter 1. I just about got up to the last sentence of it. I've been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Yep, don't tell me how it ends. Oh, I won't. If you're reading a single word a day, you're never making it. Oh, Lord. All right, let's just wander for a second. With a ruckus of mumbling, burbling, rumbling, and screeching, a whole crowd of very angry mushrooms storm out of the underbrush to attack you. Jeez, what is these guys' deal? All right, let's fight them. A lot of mushrooms. Oh my God, he killed my guy. How dare you? Let me just boost that up. And that. Alright, you gotta do this, jazz hands, and then just take that guy out. 3 physical damage. 1 physical damage 7 times, shooting at random enemies. Yeah, why not? Oh God. You know what? Maybe I kind of want it to be at 200 and still have combat sounds. And then symbol. 7 damage to that guy. Mushman Spear, Mushman Stake, and Merlin grew stronger. Mushroom Stake, 1 muscle and more. That's a muscle weapon. Okay. Let's wander again. Historical Village and Witch Trial Museum. Sandwich Historical Village. Ooh, witches. Let's go check it out. You like that kind of spooky stuff. It's the berries. Gets the blood pumping, you know? Well, if they have a haunted house, you have to promise not to shoot any of the actors. No promises. Yeah, let's go check it out. Divide genital bars. Rubbing paper. Okay, I'll get 2 rubbing paper. I don't think I need that. Danforth residence has been converted into a gift shop for your convenience. Why not take home a jar of the sandwich cream that was the village's chief's export, besides witchcraft? Putnam House. Take a look at the old spooky book. Appears to be someone's diary. Oh yeah, the little description on the front of the plinth says Diary of Delia Putnam. So that confirms that. Mostly, it doesn't look interesting enough to be worth deciphering the archaic handwriting and spelling. So you flip ahead to the next page. 6th of March, 1692. Oh, I hate that Peter Proctor so much. He thinks he can just go around being as mean as he wants to everybody, just because he has lots of money and lives in a big house and all. I should have used a much stronger curse. It would have been much the trouble. Ragdoll has a bunch of old pins and needles stuck into it. And for some reason, it has the word boring embroidered across its front. The little plaque on the front of the plinth, in which is frequently used special dolls called poppets to curse their enemies. This one was apparently made to target a Mrs. or Miss Boring, though no one of that name is listed in the town records. And then in tiny text at the bottom of the plaque, the pins were not found with the poppet, but were added for demonstration purposes. Well, that's not good. Hi there, hello, welcome to the Putnam House. Please don't touch the exhibits. Sorry, sir, I just get paid to stand here and keep an eye on things. I don't actually know anything about the exhibits. Fishing rod. Oh, contains meat. What the heck? You reel in some cash. Looks like you've caught everything that was here. I actually use this well for water, so please don't throw meat into it. How about I fish this one as well? Saddle shoes. Probably sound like a horse going. More meat. How'd that even get on the hook? Yeah, whatever's in here. Sign written in rough black wax. Today is the trial of Patricia Williams, who stands accused. The rest of the sign is too weathered and decayed to read. Huh. What did it say? The old and dilapidated church altar. There are some brown splotches on the corner that could possibly be bloodstains. How interesting. Nice gazebo. Wealthy Proctor family. Strange plant tubs. Bathrooms. Avail yourself of it. Flush that toilet. Go into the big house. Nothing there. This appears to depict several important ancestors of the Proctor family line, though due to the low resolution of embroidery used at the time, it's impossible to discern exactly who. It has been pointed out to us that this arras is unlikely to have been manufactured in the capital of the Pas de Calais department of northern France, and therefore it is merely a sparkling tapestry. Good to know. Second and a half floor. Upstairs rooms are off limits. Proctor's bedroom, Mr. Proctor's bedroom, home of the county's most extensive collection of cravats. Peter Proctor, the only child of Nicholas and Abigail. Proctor's spare room, where they kept spares of all the expensive things they owned. This room is not part of the tour. It is also not part of the house. What the hell you mean? Not part of the house. Second and a half floors. Alright, little cemetery. Oh, I don't have enough hobo knowledge. Tombstone's covered in lichen. If I had cryptobotany, I would have been able to do something with it, but I don't. Oh, I definitely need to change that back. I don't want instant map travel. 200% is fine. Ah, nuts. Hold the line. I stepped in some weird mushrooms. Spores all over my good dancing shoes, for crying out loud. Dancing is as in actual dancing, or as in a back alley shootout? Why'd I want a different pair for each? They ain't that dissimilar. Wipes the spores off her high heels with a leaf and hands it to you as though you'll know what to do with it. Fragrance spores. Well, we're pretty close to the hardware store now, so that's good. Raised voices, sound of a commotion nearby, and head in that direction. Check it out. As you get nearer, the voices become clearer. Someone's yelling for help. Pick up the pace and soon find a small glade in the middle of the woods filled with odd little structures and large, beautifully colored butterflies. Something feels a bit off about the whole scene, though, so instead of rushing in, you crouch in the bushes and creep around the perimeter looking for the source of the yelling. One group of butterflies is nearer to the bushes than the others, and as you get closer to them, you can see that they have little human bodies. They're fairies. Wow, real fairies. Start giggling maniacally about something. I think we ought to mess with them, Mike. They're creepy. Ah, shut up, Jim. I ain't afraid of some weird butterflies. That sounded uncannily like regular-sized human voices. Weird. Are they mimics, like parrots? Hey, get off of my ear, you little varmint. What the? Ah, my eye! My eye! Get it off! Get it off! Huh. They always seem much nicer in the bedtime stories. Yeah, let's check out the fairy glade. Oh, a knife. I don't think that's how a horse, What's jazz hands? Deal 3 hot to everybody. It's gonna hit me, and that guy's gonna hit me. So let's hit this guy. Quacham. Get him out of there. Okay. Let's hit him with a club, reduce his muscle. Okay. Oh, he literally just died. Oh, okay. Then we're good. Got another fairy knife. Ow. Got a hand injury. -1 muscle. You already searched this nest, and I've already searched that nest. Fight these. Oh my god. Okay. Let me see, that's 5 plus 6 and a bleed, that's 11. We're increasing Moxie. And we're just gonna take out this guy. Oh man. Yeah, we gotta get out of there. You know, you've got enough experience. Open the character sheet. I do have enough experience to get this skill. I have 21 experience left. We'll leave it for right now. What was it that I wanted? I wanted to do something. I don't have enough to increase that. That's for jazz hands. Sacks of violence, so it'll do 2 damage. I don't have enough mysticality for that. Okay. You know what? I need to go get Gabby back because you do not help. So I'm going to go get Gabby. Because Gabby's better than you are, ma'am. Gabby can actually heal. Where's she at? Yo, Gabby. Why don't you come with me a minute? Hi there. Remember me? Why, sure I do, bud. You saved my bacon the other day. Don't mention it. How's Park doing? Great for now. Yeah, I figure I got a couple weeks at least before the problems stack up insurmountably and it's time to go crazy again. Good to know. Alright, Gabby. Let's go to this other place. Crystal Dream Lake. Alright. I don't know how to do any of that. Look, words on stick. Greta's Compassionate Pet Store. Pet storage? Yeah, let's go check it out. Jason, look what Gabby has found. You turn around to see Gabby, who apparently wandered off into the woods while you weren't looking, returning with a big handful of meat. Wow, what? It's meat. Found by Gabby. I can see that, but here, you can take it. Gabby's purse is too filled with candy. Should I ask where you found it? Nope. Oh, box full of bees. Hello there. Welcome to Greta's Compassionate Pet Store. I'm Greta. Hi, Greta. I'm Chrysanthemum. Can I ask you a question? Of course. Where are all the pets? Oh, they're out back. In cages? No, in the woods. I see. What stops them from leaving? Compassion. And what pets do you have for sale? Well, I've got this snake available for adoption. I've also got one giant mosquito left in stock. Well, can't go wrong with the world's most dangerous rope. This guy will totally fill your enemies up with poison. Just 150. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, his name is, what the heck? I gotta, like... Can't remember how I did this last time. Burgle. Yeah, Burgle. Burgle the snake. No problem. Anything else catch your interest? A giant mosquito? Hey now, don't knock it. A mosquito is great to have on your side of the battle. Not only can they suck the blood out of stuff, they can also pump that blood into you to heal you. Mathematically speaking, that's twice the power. Yeah, and his name is gonna be, Gherkin. Yeah. Anything else catch your eye? Unfortunately, I'm totally out of pets. What do you feed these? Oh, you don't have to worry about regular food. They'll graze or scavenge for whatever. They're very resourceful. Well, that's certainly convenient. If you want to soup them up a bit, though, make them really beefy, I sell some specially formulated familiar chow. I'm a little uncomfortable with the use of words like soup and beef in a pet store, but okay. Tell me about that special chow. Got 3. Cool. Got any more chow? Yeah, I'll take it. Hey, got any more chow? Yeah, I'll take it. All out of pets and all out of chow. Greta's Guide to Cross-Species Friendship. Call for backup. That's cool. Increases familiar's muscle mysticality. Oh, awesome. Yes. Buff up Merlin. Actually, let's equip Gherkin and buff up Gherkin. Yeah, Gherkin, you get to be super buff. But you'll get to deal damage and heal me at the same time. Sick. Call your familiar to act 2 additional times. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go back to the fairy lair. Grandpa Joe's distillery. Alright, now we're back. Alright. We're gonna do the sacks. And then we're gonna hit you. Beat up the mushroom. Nice. Perfect. See what happens when you get just a little more healing? Psychogeologist. Belligerent fairies. Not more belligerent than usual, just more of them. Sick. It's 3 damage, 5 damage. hit you, and you'll bleed when you take a turn. Gabby heals everybody. We all got shot. I get healed again. And that guy. Gonna hit Gabby. This will hit me. That's fine. And we're good. Fairy Skull Wand, Fairy Cake, and Squirrel Cheese. Not right now. Hold on. Yeah. Now we'll take it back to my room. Not gonna be able to drag it out of here with the fairies still running loose. Ah, okay. I gotta defeat all the other fairies. That's fine. Look, man, I'm a jazz agent. I know what I'm doing. Oh, shit. Let me boost my Moxie. And then we will Sacks of Doom everybody. This guy's gonna hit Gabby. Get rid of him. That guy's doing 3 to everybody. That guy's conjuring a mushroom. Let's hit this guy. Heal. Take you out. Then that's 10 damage. Take you out. Punch him. He conjures a little mushroom guy. Music sacks the mushroom guy, and then symbol him. Knife, wood handle, and gherkin stronger. Ring of repulsion. Begin every combat with shielded. Heck yeah. I like that. Alright, we're gonna go steal that little gremlin statue. Give me this gremlin statue. Yes. Drag it back. It takes you hours, but now I have a little... Pretend to fight it. You gain an effect, Fairy Fisticuffs. What does that do? +3 to melee weapon attacks. Oh. Check the message. Call Dante. Call the mob back. Salutations. Whom is telephoning? Might I inquire? Hi, Don. It's me, Chrysafen. Oh, you recipiented my missive. Commendable. Yeah, what's up? Mentions which I require. Were I the comedic sort, I might refer to it as an undertaking. You may kill somebody? No way. I surmise you will have fewer objectifications once I have related to you the details of your targets. Crystal Dream Lake, Grandpa Joe's distillery to be precocious. It was abandoned when prohibitioning began, albeit with its liquor manufacturing equipment intact. A group contrapositive to our own, has claimed it as their territory, and we wish those bloodsuckers to be evicted with extreme prejudice. No underground criminal organization that rivals our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intentioning that you will observe in that phraseology a high degree of literalness. The group of which I referenced are Nosferatu. What? I don't know. Langswars, Stigoi, Draculas, vampires. Okay, I get it. You're telling me there are actual vampires in this part of the world? Affirmative. They have been a pain in our neck for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism. Very convenient. Let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 9999 is the code. Okay. Crystal Dream Lake. Back in here. Distillery. It's a weird path to take. We can extract oil. I got stylish gel. Approach her. She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing red. Be gone from this place. You have no business here. I do, actually, and I'd like for you to invite me inside. What? No. Don't you have to? I thought that was one of the big vampire things, that if someone asked you to invite them inside, you have to do it. That is nearly the opposite, the most opposite of true that it is possible for it to be. Oh, leave this place at once, or the consequences will be most dire. I'm not doing that voice anymore. Oh, come on, don't be like that. What's eating you? If you do not leave, the question will be, what is eating you? And the answer will be me. Well, that was pretty good. Yeah, you really set me up for that one. Okay, I'll go. I have an appointment anyways. Oh, hey, do you have the time? I do not have a wear a watch, but shades her eyes with one arm and looks up at the midday sun. Probably about 12:30. Her bursts into flames. With a screech, she turns into a bat, which is still on fire, and escapes into a hole in the side of the building. Dope. Mob combination. Squirm through the hole in the wall. Ooh, fancy potions. Moxie and plus. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Muscle and physical armor. Grab and create a gin. Oh. Heavy stench armor. Okay. I need 2. Make any weapon into a melee weapon, which will use your muscle to determine its damage. Well, I don't want that. Spooky and mysticality. Moxie, mysticality, cold armor. Any of this gives stench armor? Good grief, this coffee smells good. You can't bring yourself to drink it because you might really need some coffee later. Okay, so I don't have the amount of stench armor that I need to do that, but I will be able to take them out at some point. Let's go to the hardware store. Red cola? Check the meat return slot. Nothing. Buy a soda. I'll take a red cola. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a down-home country hardware store. Except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out front chewing the fat. Maybe it's their day off, or maybe they ran out of fat. Oh, red cola. Hats. Get the fedora back on. Nice man asking for candy. You the proprietor. Welcome to Valley Hardware. It's hardware. Best hardware store. This is the only hardware store. Been a long time since I got to use that joke. Don't get many new customers or new jokes. What can I do for you? I'll take some candy. Why, sure. Here you go. It's about something else. It's about a valve. It was a Glaston. Can't be right. Those are only for harmonicas. No, he needed a Garpston. No. What about a Snackston? Automotive paint sprayer? No. Malston? No. Malston, Snackston, Marston? I need a coffee urn valve. Glarston. Glaston. No, it's something else. Glaxton. Glaxton valve? Well, shucks, they stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got at the inventory. Or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Here, I'll unlock the door for you, so you can take a look around. If you can find a Glaxton valve in that mess, you're welcome to it. Thanks. Mind your step in there. Alright. Waterlogged. Shelf. Powerful grit. The store's kind of freaky. Step through it? You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of "this was a bad idea" in your mind. Like when you hit the first drop on a traveling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling has subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. Looks like you're still in the same place you were, except someone came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking. Oh, reduce target's physical armor? Oh, out of crafting. Oh, okay. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and you both stare at each other in surprise. You, because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because, hey now, what in the heck were you doing in the back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you? I'm a termite inspector. I didn't call for any termite inspector. No, I do surprise inspections so the termites won't find out in advance. Well, how'd you get past me? I'm very good at my job. Huh. Well, I don't expect you found any termites. I make my own custom pesticide. Yeah, it seems to be pretty effective. I might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. Okay. Because it's the only hardware store. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. I'm sure you will. What can I do you for? I'd like to buy one of those new Glaxton valves. Sorry, government fellas bought my entire stock. What? Yep. For the big dam we're building. I can order you one, though. How long it take? 6 to 8 weeks. Do you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back? Whoa. If I'm not back right away? Oh, sure. That's no problem. How long you figure? 11 years? What? No. Forget. Forget how I said that's not a problem. Listen. I can tell you that they bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're going to need for that dam. If you go up to this work site, you might get the foreman to sell you one of their spares. Where is it? Southeast end of the valley. You got a map? I have a postcard. Crystal Dream Lake. Never heard of that. But it's got a little picture of a dam on it there. See? That's about the same place relative to here. Good to know. Got anything for sale? Hat lining, fuse, some matches, self-adhesive rivets, and a sharpening stone. I'll take all of those. Alright. Cool. Hey man, you didn't hold that thing for me, did you? Got any candy? You know that I do, but you also know that I just gave you one. Don't be greedy. What do you have to sell? Battery, comfy hat lining, fuses. Basically all the same stuff that I just bought a second ago. A used plunger. Oh, so it was a new plunger. But now it's a used plunger. Let's take all these. Just a good idea to have them on hand, you know? God damn, the dam's so far away. Why's that dam so damn far? Two things which are hard to describe, but let's say they're more or less like smoking holes in space through which you can see the faint light of distant and dying stars, float up to you with an air of menace. The two orbs squint at you, and Mr. Poindexter's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. Ah, Mr. Dovis. Clearly you did not recognize the warning inherent in our last meeting. How predictable you are. Did you predict this hand gesture? I suppose you think you're clever. I dislike clever people. Well, that makes sense, considering how you're so deeply in love with yourself. Mr. Dovis, you are interfering in affairs that do not concern you, and they are the affairs of very important and powerful people. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you creeps stop interfering in my affairs? This is your final warning, Mr. Dovis. We are not playing games. Well, that's a shame. I could teach you a pretty good one. Called 52-card pickup. Whip out a deck of cards and spray them at the orbs, which flinch and sputter in the fluttering cloud of white cardstock. By the time Poindexter recovers his composure, you're gone. Why, you dirty, uncouth little... Next time we meet, I'll put you in your place. I'm adding littering to your list of crimes. Get out of here, you nerd. Alright, Glaxton valves. Glaxton, give me that. Valve is held in place by decades of corrosion. Even if you could detach it, it'd get wrecked in the process. Okay. Smell it. Smells as good as it looks. The valve is held by decades of garbage. Hey, spooky door. Dean Bros door delivery. Pipe shoes. Ooh. Foot gloves. What? Fishing rod. Don't want to get your hook stuck. Hey, Poindexter says nobody who ain't on the crew was allowed on the site. Poindexter. Yeah, Poindexter, the foreman. Terrence Poindexter. Oh, jeez. Man clutches his stomach. He alright? Just starving. The rest of the crew went to lunch, but somebody had to stay here and keep all the rubberneckers and looky-loos off the site. I drew the short pants. Short pants? You mean straw? Nah, we got these 6 little pairs of pants we found when we cleared out a nest of fairies. See, can I have them? No, because then we'd have no way of picking who stands guard. Man, I can't believe how hungry I am. Feels like I'm gonna turn inside out. What about that table over there that says lunch? There's a reason everybody else left the site to eat, pal. You don't want to eat what Poindexter considers lunch. What that could it be? Is it jellied eels or something? Man, I'd kill for a jellied eel. Poindexter brings these little bottles of sludge. He says, how does it go? He says, the point of eating is nutrition. Making sustenance pleasurable is a pointless waste of time and resources. Sheesh, he's a real riot at parties, that guy. Sounds awful. It's because it is awful. Clutches his stomach and moans. Offer him something to eat. How about a pressed ham panini? Oh, wow, thank you. Greedily devours it, his stomach still growling. How about a mushroom steak? Wow, thanks. Starting to look a little less hungry, a little more relaxed. How about cheese loaf? If you had to describe his current mood, you'd probably say 60% sleepy, 40% hungry. Homemade cookie. He's almost asleep, but still looks just a little bit hungry. Bibson's sweets. Greedily devours them. He slumps to the floor and falls fast asleep. Blackman, Grafton, Daxton, Waxman, Frampton picks, Baxton cords, Claxton valves. There we go. Step inside. Splash of water on your face. Fish in the sink. Part of the reason why I love this game is because there is fishing. Flush it. How much experience do we have? 103. Oh man, we can get more moxie. Actually, let's save it for rhythmic precision so we can get +3 to our ranged weapon attacks. So that would be real helpful. We don't have enough hobo knowledge for that one. Lighthouse. Beppo's hole. Pretend you didn't find it. It's a hole full of spiders. Yo. Got the valve you asked for. Did you install it? No, I have it right here. Won't do us much good in your hands like that. Hook it up to the pump outside. Oh, I thought that was your job. The place where it slots in is clearly labeled. Alright, well, I installed the valve. Hey, yep, I've been watching the water level through the window here. Should be dry enough for our purposes now. Come on upstairs. You only use 60-watt light bulbs? Don't need much, ain't that big a lake. Well, here we are. Welcome to where the magic happens. So, can I have the compass now? What? No, certainly not. I need that. But you asked if I had an old compass, and I said I did, and that I'd show it to you. Never said nothing about giving it to you. Well, I really need it. Well, so do I. I gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often, and I need a good compass to show me which one is the North one. I'll forget you a new one. Nope, I said a good one. New ones ain't any use at all. Why not? Because of how they changed them. What? Changed the compasses? They didn't teach you that in school? Folks got short memories. It was only round about the turn of the century. Some Atlas company bought the patent on West and rebranded it as New North. Then they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now. And that's useless to my purposes. Okay, well, how about I find you another old one then? If you can find another pre-New North compass in at least as good a condition as mine, then sure, I'll swap you. Don't really get what the point of that would be, though, since you'd already have one. It's a long story. Never mind then. Here, maybe this'll help you. Most of the old compasses got radium paint on the dials, so you can read them at night. This old Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation from that. Where should I start? Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays, and if I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard. Alright. Well, our next stop will be the old junkyard, but for now, that's going to be the end of today's episode, and I will see y'all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.